As we made our way across from one side of Cairo to the other, I decided to record the journey itself. I've traveled to 14 countries now, and I still have plans to go to many other places. And every so often, I look back at an image that I took perhaps 5, 6, almost 10 years ago, and it's always a nice feeling. In addition, video content provides a lot of stimulus for discussion because as a teacher, I always talk to my students about the places that I've been to and my life experiences, and images are good to some extent. Footage, actual recordings of a journey and of a place are much more powerful, engaging with students in creating conversation and also in learning about things that are unfamiliar to yourself. See, as human beings, as evolving species and individuals, we have a tendency, or what I call an innate need, to communicate and to explore and to learn. I think learning is inevitable, to be honest with you. It doesn't just happen in a classroom. So that's why I've decided to start recording all of my journeys, or as many of them as possible, and posting them on the page. And therefore that will allow people to see, and not only see but also question and hopefully think about things that are more than just what they see around them in their day-to-day lives. This journey in particular is really interesting for me because I always had a lot of ideals in my head about what Egypt would be like from what I had read and pictures that I'd seen growing up and the lessons that I was taught whilst I was in school. But visiting Egypt for the first time myself was just breathtaking. You see, there were so many things that I thought would be there that were not there, and so many things that I didn't expect to be there that were there also, such as this church. I was not aware of the fact that Egypt had churches and mosques side by side. The beautiful thing that I found about Egypt was that it has a very modern side and also a very traditional side, and you can choose to live on either side depending on your preference. What I mean by that is not that you can live in a very expensive house or a very expensive area. No, I mean that you can choose to wear certain type of clothing, you can choose to speak a certain way and act a certain way, and nobody would say anything to you whatsoever. And that for me was something quite shocking because I didn't expect that. And it just goes to show, no matter how much you travel and no matter how much you read, there are still things that you are ignorant about. So traveling for me is really important because it does open my eyes and it teaches me a lot just by being there and seeing and observing, interacting, and obviously making mistakes, because that's what a lot of traveling is. Although people do not like to admit that, I have made many mistakes when traveling, and it's taught me lessons for the next journey that I take. And that is the beauty of traveling itself. One thing that I do want to point out is that I do not intentionally go out there and record all of the time. So when I do show you things like this, it's more of a reflection of what I've seen and the journeys that I have been on. It's not a full comprehensive reflection of my experiences there, and neither does it represent Egypt as a whole and what your experiences will be like. So do get out there and do check it out because it is an amazing and wonderful place. Okay, I'll stop talking now and let you enjoy the rest of the footage, and I will catch you in the next one.